Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will get the first swing of the game. This was a fun one last year. Michigan had a big 24-3 lead at one point, but give it to the Gophers. They came roaring back in the fourth quarter. Oh, so close to sipping victory from the Little Brown Jug. And you got to think they'll be looking to finish the job this time.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, they fought to the very, very end in that game last year that Minnesota just couldn't get anything going on offense until late in the game when they stormed back 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. Michigan was able to hold on, but they better be ready, expecting Minnesota to come out of the gates firing early.
Yeah, they should be. They felt like they got back in it. They had a chance to win and heartbreak at the end with the field goal, but this is a fun rivalry. This was a fun physical game. Who can win the line of scrimmage? Who can run the football? That's usually a good indicator of who's going to win this football game.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
He's got it. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So Minnesota's offense has the ball for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And the Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. This rivalry dates back to 1892, but it was in 1903 that fielding Hurry-Up Yost was worried that Minnesota would contaminate his water supply, hence the start of the Little Brown Jug.
How about that, man? A little tampering back then, a little you're gonna fix the game, mess with my players, and I think all those things. It's really cool to learn the backdrops, Jesse, of rivalries and how things are named the way they are, and why the hatred usually runs so deep.
And you know what's interesting is a lot of these players on the field right now, they probably don't have any idea of the history and how interesting that is. All they care about is adding another trophy to the trophy case, and they want the Little Brown Jug in that box.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
This is hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Working that left side now. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Rushes on him. He makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
A first down run in the red zone. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Michigan offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. In the lore of the Little Brown Jug, guys, it originally was just a water jug that Michigan wanted back, and Minnesota told them, well, come win it if you want it so bad.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's not the most expensive-looking trophy out there for sure, but it was important. I mean, it was helping hydrate people back in the day, David, so, you know, you get points for that.
Not expensive, but you know what? Anything that drives the hate between people and the animosity, sign me up, bro. And so we got to play for it. It means something, and people argued about it. Little Brown Jug, man.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Grabbed over the middle, it's Haynes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On the run, it's Haynes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. It was a largely forgettable first year for Sharon Moore at Michigan until he beat Ohio State and Alabama, and that's the way you put an exclamation point on a season.
So it helped generate a little bit of momentum coming into this year, but after winning a national championship 2 seasons ago, fans want to get back to that, David. I think the biggest place they got to look is the quarterback spot.
And I think obviously it revolves around the quarterback spot. Last year they rotated guys. Defense was still very, very strong. They spent a lot of money in this offseason at that spot to get it solidified, and if they get that spot right, obviously this team takes off.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll try to pop the draw. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Looking for a man, it's Underwood. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
And the field goal unit is on the field. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting up a 3 spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hayes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Picked off, what a play to set him up.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the 1st down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Haynes. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
To the air on second down. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, the sweet spin, he's free. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Tracy. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Taylor has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. To the air, it's Underwood. Got it in the middle, it's Simpson.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Trying to get the edge on the toss. And some room to work. Wide open spaces. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
With the catch, it's Marsh. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
It's first down from the 11. To the air, it's Underwood. Out of the backfield, he's open. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Now the play fake. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Wolverines! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
They come to the line with a minute to play in the opening quarter. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. This one's complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now on first down from the 28. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass on second down. Fires left. Makes the grab. It's Coleman. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up his first period with a huge gain. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Bring in the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense, and this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The short hands, it's McCulley. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Makes the grab, it's Marsh. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Got room to work. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
The Wolverines just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Caught in the backfield. It's Simpson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's McCulley working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. To the air, it's Underwood. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
Max going for the goal line. Collision at the goal line, but he's in for the touchdown. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
It'll be a draw. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Punt is in the air. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. from the gun, the ground game. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
They'll give it to the back. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
Great play by the defense there. Listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little farther.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Set to kick it away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Golden Gophers come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The snap sets up the throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team.
To kick it away.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So here comes the Michigan offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Pulls it in. It's Marsh. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. The give to the tailback. Makes a man miss. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, and those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
They punted away on 4th down. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. On the run, it's Haynes. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Underwood. It's complete to the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Got it in the middle, it's McCulley. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. On the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch? See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get 1st downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
They'll ride the hot hand. There he goes. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down.
Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give is to Taylor. He's past the 30. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Pocket breaking down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marsh. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it first and 10. Quickly complete.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Wolverines have a lot of options on second and inches. He'll do it himself. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, great energy in that building and a fun first half for both Michigan and Minnesota with the Little Brown Jug on the line. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Michigan plays out.
And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's got him. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Now, 4th down.
And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Nice move there. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Past the first down marker and still running. Open space at the 25. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
The Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Give to the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Grab near the sticks. It's Klein. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines! Michigan has dominated this rivalry over the years, and they look oh so close to securing the jug again.
You look at Michigan on paper, and they have an advantage all over the place against Minnesota. It was a question of whether they could just stay out of their own way. If they eliminated the mistakes, we knew this was going to be a tall order for Minnesota, and Michigan just looks dominant, David.
Yeah, it stinks, but it is the facts. The facts are you're less talented at Minnesota, and you've got to play really, really well, especially in these rivalry games, and hope to catch Michigan on a bad day. But that Little Brown Jug is inching towards Michigan's sideline now.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Throws to the wideout. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Got it behind the line. It's Klein. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's just pure speed off the line of scrimmage. That offensive tackle had no shot. Barely even got a hand on that D-end as he came around the outside.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Kick is in the air. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. They pick up that first down easily. You wonder sometimes if you're 2-down territory there, you take a shot on 3rd and run it on 4th, but they opt to just move the chains here.
Man, I laugh now watching quarterback sneaks. It looks a lot less fun than back in my day when I played, because not only are you getting hit from the front now if you're a quarterback, but you've got your own guys running into your back now as well. We see these push plays more and more often today in college football. No fun.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Lindsey. Caught over the middle, it's Coleman. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And the Golden Gophers have their offense in high gear. Taylor has it. Turning it on! After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Just goes right through the wicket, brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that one hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
He'll sneak it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Hunt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Marsh. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Caught in the backfield, it's Simpson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Picks up 1. Brings up 2nd down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Turns it loose. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give is to Taylor. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Lindsey. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah.
Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
The Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he crushes it right through the uprights. It's good from 59.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Looking to take a shot. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
What a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
The kick is on its way. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Off play action on 1st down. That's caught. It's Klein. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. Got the 1st down and more. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 1st downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They're going to ride this running back. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. That's reeled in. It's McCulley. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Back to throw. It's Lindsey. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Slithers into space. There he goes.
And that's another Golden Gopher.
And the Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Taylor. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass. It's Lindsey. The screen. He can go. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against a defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
And the Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Here comes the heat. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
The Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Going to the ground. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
He's marked at the 33. Now, 4th down.
No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds a man on the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
The tackle is made.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Takes the handoff, it's Haynes. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It'll be third and long. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Under fire. He's going to run it. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick completion to the right. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grab behind the line, it's Walsh. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Coleman.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Second down coming up. Looking to throw again. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
Punt is on its way. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings, try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Underwood. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Try the point after. Right down the boulevard. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Looking for room. It's Haynes. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it.
Oh, he's got some space. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll try to sneak it.
Yeah, no mystery there. 3rd down, just let the quarterback keep it himself. How about the push up front by the offensive line to help get that first?
First down for the offense.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. To the ground with the back.
Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
Punt is on its way. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Now on 2nd down. If there's time to pad the stats. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. This trophy has been around forever, the oldest in the FBS, and for much of that time, it has been controlled by Michigan. And once again, it is the Wolverines taking the Little Brown Jug away from Minnesota. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.